down, everybody? We're live from the 2019 National, and we are honored to have Stu Stone from the documentary Jack of All Trades. Stu, how's the National been going, man?
The National has been incredible. The last time that I was at the National would have been about 30 years ago.
Wow.
And it's gotten about 30 times bigger since I last saw it.
Right.
This is insane.
Yeah. Did you imagine it when you were coming here? Is this what it's going to be? What did you have in your mind when you were thinking about the National?
I swear I just didn't know what to expect. First of all, I didn't know what kind of reception that I would get coming here, being as people who have seen the movies. It could be misinterpreted, but I love the hobby, so I was hoping that it would be all love. And what I'm excited about is that it's been all love. I've been welcomed back into the hobby with open arms, and everybody's really excited about all the noise that the movie is making and bringing more eyeballs to the hobby. So it's really worked out really well. And I got to see my old buddies at Upper Deck today. It was really great.
You saw Chris Carlin?
I did.
Yes.
And I hadn't spoken to Chris since I saw him when we were making the movie, so that was it was really good to see him. And he had some stuff that he needed to get off his chest, which was great, and he finally got to. And,
nice.
And I think we're cool.
Nice. Are you willing to divulge what he was getting off his chest?
I'll have to wait.
All right. We'll have to wait for the next one, right?
Yes.
Nice.
But I will say that he's a good guy.
Absolutely.
He's a really solid guy, and I always thought he was a solid guy. And obviously, he can't be held accountable for stuff that happened 30 years ago. He's doing his job now, and he's working his ass off. So
yeah, I mean, we had been obviously hearing about that the whole time we've been doing what we do, because we know we do like 100 case breaks a week, so we hear about the Griffies, and you hear from other dealers about the Griffies, and I think the really interesting thing for them is the Richard McWilliams situation.
Yeah.
Who was one of the rise of this hobby. He was one of the guys that created like patch cards and things like that. So, but it was definitely an interesting story. If you're ever out with Chris Carlin, you got to do karaoke, and you got to have him do Sweet Caroline.
I'll have to ask him, but I'll tell you what, he's a sweethart of a guy. He's a really good guy, and I'm really happy for him, and I'm happy for Upper Deck that they are doing so well with their NHL products, and they're a super creative company, so they're coming up with different ways that they can innovate, and good for them. I'm happy to see it, and the hobby is definitely alive and well. And I think personally, I feel that the people who are responsible or deserve a lot of credit for kind of saving the hobby is the breakers.
Yeah.
It's guys like you guys, because this is the future. This is the now.
Right.
It's already been going on for years, but you guys are just scratching the surface of how big this breaking thing is going to be, because it's just going to get bigger. It's everything that is right about the hobby is the breaking, and I don't know. I can't speak on, other than you guys and a couple other companies that I met. I can't speak on like the wide scaleness of other places, but reputable guys like you guys are creating a community.
Absolutely.
It's social. You're there. You're talking. You're making friends. You're opening packs. It's everything that you could possibly experience about back in the day.
Absolutely.
Except it's 2020.
Right. And I think we started in 2010, and we had no idea that it was good. We were one of the first to do breaks, and we never thought it would get to where it is. But you got our generation. Like you talked about in your film, that we may be too busy. We got kids. So the break, or the shop. There's nobody with a shop within hundreds of miles, so they can jump on there and do breaks on YouTube and from the comfort of their home on their phone.
No, and it's really cool. And I myself have been up at 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, and I've even participated in some breaks, and it's a lot of fun. And I think that the hobby is alive and well. Look around. There's hundreds of thousands of people coming through these doors. It's just getting started.
Yeah, definitely. What's the craziest thing you've seen out there that you're like, whoa?
Well, I think probably the thing that most people would probably point out would be there was a stack of 8 1952 Topps wax packs that were over at one of the booths I saw.
Yeah.
With an asking price of $550,000.
Jeez.
I offered them $540. They didn't take it.
I know we could have been cracking it live right now. What the heck,
But that was pretty special. And also going into the green room and seeing Allen Iverson and Brett Hull and Dennis Rodman and Jim Rice and getting to chop it up with Doc Gooden. I mean, figure of speech on that one.
Yeah, right.
But I definitely, I had a lot of fun. It's my sister's Carrie is walking around here somewhere.
Yeah. I just went on the main stage right before you guys.
Yeah, so she's having a blast, and it's really, really great. And I think I've said this before, but I feel like that lightning in the bottle that happened in the '80s, where you had our parents looking for their Mickey Mantle rookies, and their kids came with them and we're looking for Don Mattingly's and Jose Canseco's.
Right.
That's happening all over again because the age of the people who were collecting during the boom period, we are all now 30, 40, 50 years old.
Yep.
And now we have kids, some of us. I don't, but most people do.
Yeah.
And we're looking for our Griffey Juniors and our Mattingly's and our Strawberries, and then our kids can go and look for the Mike Trout or Bo Bichette or whatever the hell they're looking for.
Right. We just had a kid that we were doing free breaks, and he just got a Giannis auto. I mean, and he's awesome. Like 7, so I can only imagine when he's our age, and he remembers the nostalgia that he was at the Breaker Pavilion and he had a Giannis.
Right.
And, that's a story that's created. So
also, I think that there's like super athletes playing across the board in all sports right now. You have a great crop of superstars and rookies across the board in hockey and basketball and football.
Right.
In baseball, it's everywhere. So it's kind of reminiscent of back in the day. I mean, crack open a 1986 Don Ross the Rookies subset, if you remember that subset.
Yep.
And it was like every star imaginable. It's like it's that's happening again right now.
It's happening again right now. So let's talk about the documentary. Somebody walked by and said you guys had like 4.1 million views on that already.
It's insane, man. The movie has been incredibly. It's like this insane journey.
Right.
This is a movie that has been a complete underdog the whole way, man. And nobody wanted a movie about baseball cards. Nobody.
Right.
And so we had to fight. I had to fight. I wanted to make this movie so badly. It ended up turning into more of a family kind of story in the end, which ended up being really cool too and powerful. And
right.
It ended up sort of overshadowing a lot of the baseball card stuff in the movie. But at the same point, the backdrop of baseball cards
was that era for you.
We cracked open the door, and now the door's open. So if someone wants to step up and do more for the industry, be my guest. I think we've laid the initial bricks. But listen, nobody wanted this movie, and everyone passed on it. And so finally, and I'd been doing social media. We have a Jack of all trades Instagram.
Sure.
And it's a small but mighty. There's a couple thousand people following the page.
Right.
But every day I'm posting cards from the 90s and the 80s and just telling stories and engaging with people. And so finally we were like, you know what, F it. Well, let's just put it up on iTunes and see what happens. And we put the movie up on iTunes, and all of those people that were supporting us went and bought it on iTunes, and it caused it to go up the charts.
Nice.
And then Netflix came back and they saw that and they were like, hey, we want it, let's do it. And all of a sudden 2 weeks later we're on Netflix, and then once it hit Netflix it's game over. It's like it's been the top trending movie on Netflix since it came out.
Wow. That's incredible.
We're talking about Stranger Things and Comedians in Cars and all these big productions, and our little movie is trending right alongside all of those. So shout out to everybody who's watched it and supported it. There's some haters out there that watch it, but listen, man,
you're gonna have haters all the way around.
Yeah, it's not easy to make a movie, and listen, movies are edited. Okay, I shot for 27 days, and I had to make an 85-minute movie out of that footage.
Right.
So it's like it's a movie. It's edited, so it's to tell a story, and I think it does a really good job of doing that. And the people who love the movie really love it, and the people who connect with the movie on like the family level, it's really, really cool. What's up, boys? It's really cool, and I just I love baseball cards. Look, I came here to the National. I'm buying packs of cards. I bought 84 Don Ross packs. I bought 89 Upper Deck packs. I need to find some 89 Fleer. But it's really hard. I can't find any 88 score.
Wow, was that the one that had the graphics on it and stuff?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm trying to find that, but I can't find it. But I've started to build like a collection of wax that I have like in my office, and so that's kind of my thing. I like the wax stuff.
When did the inspiration for the movie start? Like, was it like a couple years ago? And how did it come to be?
Well, I produced another documentary that was on Netflix about a wrestler named the Iron Sheik, and it did really well on Netflix.
Yeah.
And my brother-in-law, who's my partner at 5-7 Films, he produced a movie on the Rubik's Cube, and these were both kind of like popular, nostalgic kind of docs. And we got approached like, hey, do you guys got anything else? And I kept thinking like, you know what? I got these boxes at my mom's place
Right.
that have been
could do
sitting
something.
there for,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure that there's going to be baseball cards in there.
Right.
Because I knew that I had the best collection as a kid growing up. My dad owned baseball card shops. If I didn't have the best collection, I was doing it wrong.
Right.
You know, it's like I had every card. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
So I figured, hey, there's got to be millions of dollars worth of cards in here. Look, we should film this, and then we'll do a documentary about baseball cards. Everybody loves baseball cards. And so that's how it kind of started. And it evolved into sort of this investigative doc that I never really set out to do, but it was really fun, and it was cool.
Yeah,
it was
absolutely
mind-blowing at points. Like as far as that Ken Griffey Jr. rookie goes, meeting Tom Guidman, the guy that created the Griffey Jr. rookie, and seeing the print and the proof, and he's got it all in his house.
Right.
It was just like, it's for people of my age, that's like Andy Warhol. That's art.
Yeah, it is. 100%.
That's an iconic image that if you see it, it's like a dopamine hit just when you see that Griffey Jr. But I feel the same way about 87 Topps, Bo Jackson.
Right. The wood border, yeah.
Right. It's like, it's the best.
It was crazy with the Griffey because that was their first time making cards.
Yeah.
And it just, it was like a hit single that just like the first time you made a song was a hit single.
It's like that doesn't happen. And the crazy part is that, the Upper Deck, it started out as a baseball card shop. It was a baseball card shop in Orange County called the Upper Deck. Mm-hmm. And there was a pitcher named Dwayne Bice. I don't know if you guys know who that is, but he was a journeyman reliever. He played for the Angels. He went into the Upper Deck baseball card shop. It was a strip mall where he went and ate Chinese food at that plaza.
Yep.
And he went into the shop and he was looking for his rookie card. And they were like, you don't have one. And they were like, what do you mean? And he's like, let's make one.
Let's do it.
And that's what sparked the whole idea to start Upper Deck.
And I heard that Wally Joyner got involved a little bit early and a little bit in funding it.
Right, so Dwayne Bice wasn't a big enough name for them, so he went to Wally, who was a big star at the time for the Angels, and Wally and Dwayne agreed to do the prototype for the first two Upper Deck cards so that they could shop it to MLB to get their license, right?
Right.
So they got a license from the California Angels to print those two cards, Wally Joyner and Dwayne Bice. Now, Wally Joyner's the Upper Deck guys who were starting the company was a printing guy who knew how to make the holograms.
Yep.
You had the baseball guys who understood the hobby, and then they had Joyner and Dwayne Bice.
Yep.
So they were offered, Dwayne and Wally were offered ownership shares in Upper Deck, and Wally Joyner's agent said he didn't think it was real. He was like, this is BS.
Right.
So they just took money, $110,000 or $150,000. Well, Dwayne Bice kept the shares.
Right.
And here's a guy who pitched maybe a handful of games in the majors and probably made, $80 million or some crazy number with his ownership shares in Upper Deck, which exploded.
Right.
So that's the story behind Upper Deck.
And what do you think it was? The hologram that kind of just...
It was different, man. There was a foil pack.
High quality photos.
Photography.
Yeah.
It had the hologram on it. It had the Griffey Jr. card, which no other set had yet. Topps didn't have a Griffey Jr. in their '89 set.
Right.
And so there it was. It's like a perfect storm, is what that is.
It was. I mean, and that just blew everything up. So then now we're nostalgic for that, and that's right where your movie fits in, man. And I noticed that I was going through your Twitter. And one of our favorite comedians of all time, he worked with Bob Saget at one time.
That's my man.
Yeah, dude. How was that, man? I love that guy. Man, he's so funny.
So I did a rap song with Jamie Kennedy called "Rollin' with Bob Saget," and Bob Saget is rapping in the song. This is a long time ago.
Yep. I remember the song.
So Jamie and I used to have an MTV show called "Blowin' Up," where we were like trying to be rappers. It was like a Curb Your Enthusiasm rapper show. And so we couldn't get anybody to be on our songs. Like we asked Jay-Z and Nas, and everyone was like, no. So then we hit up Bob Saget, and he was like, yes.
He's like, heck yeah.
So we did this rap song with Bob Saget, and we shot a music video, and George Lucas was in the music video.
Nice.
It's on YouTube, but it's
yeah. Doesn't he make a Full House reference at the end of the song? He does. Yes, I remember that.
So Bob Saget's the man, and when he does his stand-up comedy, he still comes out to that song. Like that's his entrance.
That's his entrance song.
That's his wrestling theme song.
Well, me and Dan have a favorite part of with Jamie Kennedy movie and Harold and Kumar in the bush scene.
Yeah, when he's peeing in the bush.
That's like we repeat that like once a month. Is it your
so
forest?
funny.
King of Forest? It's just like it was so right on the spot how he did it. It was just so awesome. It was so funny.
Jamie's the man.
Yeah. What's he up to? Is he still doing comedy?
Yeah, he's touring. He's doing stand-up comedy. He's also still acting. He's got a movie coming out called Ed Astra with Brad Pitt is the star of it. And
nice.
Jamie's in that movie. He's doing it. He's doing it, man. He's got a new TV pilot thing he's doing for NBC. He works all the time, man.
He's got to bring B-Rad back, do another one.
Well, we've tried. We're talking about doing a movie called Son of Malibu's Most Wanted.
Oh, nice.
And,
nice.
So
would be awesome.
We'll see if it happens. But shout out to Jamie Kennedy for sure.
And I know you have some rap stuff out there, and
I used to do that.
Yeah. What are you into these days? Is there any new rappers you're into, or do you stick with the old stuff?
I mean, listen, come on. The new rap is awful. But you know, I'm a Wu-Tang Clan fan. And
Nice.
Biggie and Mobb Deep and Nas and you know the real rap.
Nice.
But there's some stuff out there. You know, there are good rappers. Kendrick Lamar is good.
Yep.
You know, J. Cole is good. You know, there's some guys that.
What do you think about Logic?
Logic is good. I mean, Logic gets a lot of love from all the rappers. So if they're co-signing him, then he's got to be good. You know,
Yeah.
like Wu-Tang isn't going to
Endorse him or put him on the tour?
If he isn't good. I mean, I don't know his catalog as extensively, but I have definitely respect him. He's doing well. He's living the dream.
Definitely. Yeah, I was just watching he has a video with Eminem. And Chris D'Elia's in it. I don't know if you remember Chris D'Elia on the napkins.
Yeah.
So they actually have Squints from Sandlot playing.
That's my boy Chauncey.
Yeah. They have. You've probably seen the video then. Yeah. He's playing Logic, and then D'Elia's playing Eminem.
That's funny.
And then at the end, Eminem's playing D'Elia.
That's really funny. I gotta watch that.
It was a great concept because they're saying at the beginning of the video is a producer saying, "Hey, Paul's saying that Eminem can't show up. We're getting him a body double."
That's really.
And he's
funny.
like, "What do you mean?" And he's like, "Well, we got you a body double too."
I gotta watch
the
that.
guy from the Sandlot. So
I gotta watch that.
Yeah, it's great. It was just
Chauncey Leopardi, who played Squints. I grew up with him. I was a child actor, so I grew up with him. And Pat Renna, who was, you're killing me, Smalls.
Yeah.
He's here at the National. I saw him. We haven't seen each other in 20 years. We took a picture. We hugged it out. He looks the same. That guy doesn't age. It's like Morgan Freeman and Pat Renna, the two guys that don't age.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I was like, Squints? I couldn't believe it, man. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, that guy doesn't age. What is he doing? We gotta get on that diet. I gotta get on that diet specifically. Or what kind of cream is it?
Oil of Olay. You guys breaking packs? Are we opening a pack here? What are we doing?
We're doing podcasts and
we gotta open something.
Let's open something.
We gotta open like one pack of something. I mean, we're here breaking. We gotta. You gotta pop my Mojobreak cherry.
There you go. Have you?
I see you got the White Castle shirt, so that's why you.
It's old style.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, we had it. It was actually Dan's idea.
That's a sick shirt.
Yep. Thank you. Yeah, and last year's was our AC/DC because we were in Cleveland. But
this is my sister Carrie right here.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Shopping for cards.
She got all kinds of cards.
She's been buying cards.
I got this other side camera here. We can.
What's this? Is a modern product?
That is Leather and Lumber.
Leather and Lumber.
Leather and Lumber sounds like a porno movie.
Yeah.
Leather and Lumber.
That is the night edition. They have that one out. That comes out. So.
Leather and Lumber. Say what?
You can keep the cards too. There's like 8. There's 8 cards in there.
Don't you want to open them?
Yeah, let's do it. We're going side camera. We're a little. We're traveling, so we don't have our high tech stuff. But
this somebody's is like just lumber and lace.
Lumber and lace. Yeah, there might be.
That's actually I like that better.
So what's the?
There's a De La Hoya card in there with him in the late. No.
So what's the card that you're like chasing for here?
Vlad Guerrero, probably.
Oh, that's my boy right there.
Yeah, little Vlad.
I'm a Toronto Blue Jays fan.
Oh, man.
Hard to be a Blue Jays fan these days.
They're going to be really good though. They got a lot of young talent on that team.
The Jays are basically like what the Houston Astros were in 2015.
There you go. They got all the kids.
Yeah. Wow. So this is how they come now?
Yep.
Holy shit. This is bizarre.
Yeah, there's 4 mini boxes, so it allows the shops to sell, not just
how much does a box like this go for?
$225.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's almost cheap compared to some of the stuff these days.
So how do you, do you like
I'm going to get a box cutter.
No, I've got to do this the right way.
So we don't need no special tools around here.
We don't need no stinking tools. Wow. Oh, I can see why they call it that.
Yep, they went with that theme. As some of the cards get a little wacky, you'll see.
This is a Mojobreak, Stu Stone live on Mojobreak.
Exactly, yeah. Special breaker.
We are doing a special break right now. If you guys can, I don't know if you're seeing us, but we've got a Carlos Carrasco. These are really cool.
Yeah, they definitely went a little funky on it.
J.D. Martinez. Can people see this, or should I be showing?
I'll show them up there too.
Okay. Clayton Kershaw.
We'll go with that.
Paxton.
Side camera.
Kirby Puckett.
Nice.
Ooh, with a piece of
relic.
Bat.
Yep. Game used bat. Yep, that's good. That's a good one.
That's a hit. Connell. Who's this?
Yeah, I always have trouble saying that, guys. Sionel Perez, I believe.
Wow, sign on the sweet spot of a ball. That's pretty
Yep.
cool.
It's a manufactured ball, but still, it gives it that look, you know.
Is that cool?
That is very cool.
He's like signs like Madonna, like only
He
one.
does. It's almost like a Prince symbol or something there, you know.
Cal Ripken. These are so cool.
Yeah, the Knot Hole Gang.
But there's no major league license on this.
No,
huh?
so they only have the Players Association license.
Shohei
so
Ohtani.
you know they do their best.
Do you remember Don West?
That one you can hang from your car, your rear view mirror.
Oh yeah, this smells good.
Don West, yeah, that sold the cards, yeah.
We've got a Mark McGuire.
Well, I liked in your guys' documentary where he dropped the cards or something, and,
Yeah.
and then a bunch of them
Yeah.
sold after that.
We got a Mark McGuire.
The ultimate hype man.
So if I pull a Vlad, is that like a huge deal?
It is. It's
Yep.
a big deal. That's who everybody's chasing.
Giancarlo Stanton, formerly known as Mike.
Yep. I wonder how that went down. Why was he? He's like, you can't use Giancarlo. You
don't know.
You got to go with Mike.
It worked for Albert Bell,
I know, right?
Oh, Joey.
Yeah.
Joey Bell.
Reese Hoskins,
Sorry, my camera angle is.
David Peralta, Patrick Wisdom. Is he good?
Patrick Wisdom's pretty good. He's
Got
a
cool
pitcher.
name. Justice Sheffield.
If I ever needed an advice, I'd probably go to Patrick, right? I
He's
mean,
got to be good. Is that Gary Sheffield's kid?
It is. That's what I said, but it isn't.
No, it
no
isn't.
relation.
We like to think so because we love old Sheffield.
Who
Roy
doesn't love him?
Campanella, Mookie Betts, Whit Merrifield, Giancarlo Stanton.
And they put the war on there. I'm like, I thought of the band, what is it? Good? Every time I see it,
It's absolutely nothing. Just
Yeah,
for the
yeah,
record.
exactly. And it's a base card, so it goes along with it.
So, and you break as well.
I break as
obviously.
well, yeah.
So, do you have some legendary hits that you guys are proud of?
Well, we got the stuff behind it. We got
Right
Babe
behind
Ruth
is everything
auto.
that we pulled all those cards.
Wow.
So Babe Ruth cut auto, Vlad Guerrero superfractor.
You pulled that Babe Ruth?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that was like your heart pounding?
Oh yeah, the video I just went overmodulated. I just went.
The
it was
video,
crazy.
the video is pretty amazing.
Yeah,
I gotta
yeah.
watch that.
Yeah, I have a clip. It's like a 2-minute. I cut it out. It's out of Transcendent. So this will blow your mind. So Topps makes a set called Transcendent every year.
Yeah.
It's $25,000.
Okay.
For a case of it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and you get a party pass to go hang out. Last year we got to hang out with Trout. So in there is a pass to the party.
Trout was at the party.
Trout was at the party.
Ooh, Alex Bregman. Sorry. Oh, that's a
worries.
thick card.
Yep, got some relics in there.
Alex Bregman.
We got Alex Bregman.
And look, there's Laser Ramon coming up. And that's gonna be an auto.
Laser Ramon.
Yep, Laser
I like
Ramon.
it. I like it. Say hello to the bad guy.
Yeah.
These are awesome, man.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Panini does a pretty good job.
Yeah, these are really unique. Javier Baez. Shoeless Joe Jackson.
Yep. Little Black Sox scandal there. What's the coolest card you have in your PC right now? Your favorite?
Ah, man. I got a Michael Jordan rookie.
Nice.
I got a Wayne Gretzky rookie.
Sweet. Peachy one?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I got a Billy Ripken 89.
Yes, the F face.
The F face.
Love it.
I got a Canseco, Mattingly 84 Don Ross. I got the old school
Nice.
must-haves. But I don't have any of this new stuff. This is my first time opening this modern stuff like this. This is
It's
really cool.
Yeah.
Clint
And that one's good.
Frazier.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's going to be a glove piece, so flash in the leather. So a
That's
piece
his
of his
glove?
glove. Yep.
We got a Clint Frazier. Daniel Ponce de Leon.
What did you think when you got into your first break online? Where you're like, am I going to get my cards? Or,
I'm
sure you
know
did,
what?
right?
I've done a few of them on there. I'm not gonna lie. And one of the times I didn't get my cards,
Oh, jeez.
but it wasn't you guys, so don't worry.
No.
Oh, that's good.
That's good.
So this was
Yeah, I
cool.
was gonna
I'm
be like,
sorry
whoa.
I didn't pull the Vlad,
No
but
worries.
this is cool. So when people do breaks with you, they do like they pick a team.
We have different styles. So we have a pick your team. We have what's called a random, where everybody pays the same price, and then we have like a random number. So there's a like a set that has all the cards to 99. So everybody gets a random number to 99. It keeps it cheap because there's 100 spots. We'll do a random player. We do it all different ways. We've found like a million ways to do it. So and keep it creative because
And
it
it's
gets
just fun.
stale. Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, and we'll do a 100 box like mixer, or we'll do like a 1 box mixer.
Wow.
Yeah, we've had break spots
have-
that have costed well over $1,000 just for a break spot.
Yeah.
So
we have-
and
and also break spots that are as low as like $5.
So what the most expensive product would be? That $25,000 one?
The Transcendent to $25,000 one.
As of right now, we'll see. There may be another
Yeah,
one.
I mean they have Panini's made a product that's been like 8,000 basketball set.
So how do you guys know which is the which is going to be the case that people are like? Have you ever got stuck with a case?
You mean like it wouldn't sell, or
it doesn't fill or something, or like there's no shortage of people wanting to do breaks?
I mean, for us, we're fortunate. We guarantee all of our breaks, and they always fill. So there's a price point for everything. We run specials if something's slow, but we've been fortunate for the past 3 or 4 years that we do 10, 15 breaks a day, and they always fill. So
that's great.
So we're just running. I mean, my guys in California are just running breaks right now. So
that's great.
So he's ripping cases of all the brand new stuff, and with the National Week, we're including like the silver packs, that Panini's giving away, in with the breaks. So
that's huge.
And then we're doing this to bring our customers out here that can't make it. So
this is great. You guys got a professional setup here. I see what you got going on here. Nice switcher. You guys.
I just need a professional to run it. So I'm just like kind of a monkey banging on a keyboard trying to figure it out. But I think we got HD and we got good sound.
You guys are doing great, man. This is great, and it's been a real pleasure to be sitting with you guys here. You guys literally have the best seat in the house. You're in the front row. They put you right here, overlooking the whole convention floor.
Yep. You get to walk, watch everything go down.
Good foot traffic going by the booth here. So you guys got it made here.
And before I let you go, I wanted to see I heard that there might be a follow-up in the works.
We're working towards that. Obviously, we're just maybe I will get to make the baseball card movie that I wanted to make.
Yeah.
And we'll see. Without the drama this time, maybe we're just gonna. But there's some all new kind of scandals going on in the industry. I don't know that I want to be doing. I think I don't want to be an investigative journalist anymore.
Right.
I just want to tell the story.
Yep.
But
absolutely.
leave the detective work up to the detectives. But listen, if you're doing business the wrong way, it's going to catch up with you eventually, and that goes for anybody. So just do business the right way, and you like Breakthrough Entertainment does, right, Adam? And I think that will be good. I mean, some people, you guys are doing it right, so you shouldn't have any problems.
Right.
But
exactly.
the minute you start cutting corners, pun intended. You're gonna.
Exactly.
It could,
I like that. I like that.
That's awesome.
Don't be surprised when it comes back. All of those movies where like people do criminal things and they make a lot of money. They always get caught in every movie. It always ends the same. Not good.
Right.
So it's always better to take the right path and.
That's what me and Dan have always said. If you have your truth, you don't have to hide from anything.
Exactly. So God bless you guys. God bless the hobby. Jack of All Trades is on Netflix.
Absolutely.
Definitely watch it.
You guys have probably already seen it. Watch it again. And if you haven't, why haven't you watched it?
I would appreciate it if you would leave reviews for the film on IMDb or wherever, and tell these haters where they can go stick it. And shout out to Harv and Adam Rodness, my sister Carrie, who's here, and to you guys. And we have a social media page at Jack of All Trades Doc on Instagram and at Baseball Card Doc on Twitter. And we have a Facebook page, et cetera, et cetera.
Nice.
So thank you guys.
Awesome. I was going to ask you that, and you went right into it. It was like perfect. It's like you read the mind.
Do you want this foul ball Paul card?
I'll take it. Absolutely, man.
That's a sign.
Awesome.
I only brought 10 of them to the National.
And what we could do is what we'll do is to get more people to watch this thing. You said you're going to sign this.
I'll sign that right now.
We're going to comment below on the YouTube video, and we're going to give this thing away to you guys. So,
and I'll give you a separate one for you guys.
Okay.
You guys have
Awesome.
To have one.
Awesome.
So when you're doing your breaks at your place, you can maybe hang it behind you.
We will.
Absolutely.
Here, I'll sign this. Just sign it. Just a regular sign.
Yep.
It's
Awesome.
a good looking auto.
It is.
I've been practicing all week.
I was going to say, did you see like some bad autos out there? And you're like, I got to make sure I get mine good.
When I was a kid, I used to be I was a bat boy for the Cleveland Indians during spring training a few times. And Corey Snyder, he used to sign his autograph, and he would do like this thing. And so when I was a kid, I just wanted to copy Corey Snyder's autograph. And so it's been like that ever since.
Nice.
Mojobreaks.
Yep. That'd be great. Awesome. And here it is, guys. We'll give that away. So comment on the YouTube video, and we'll send this out to one of you guys. We'll do a random and figure out who wins. That is great. Well, we appreciate this, man. This is going to be a great content for our listeners, for our break customers, and everybody else out there. So we appreciate you, Stu.
To Mojobreaks, love you guys. Thanks for saving the hobby.
Yeah. Hey, we tried. I don't know if we saved it, but we're having a lot of fun, and all of our customers are having a lot of fun too.
You saved me some money.
Yeah.
And I didn't even switch to Geico. Hey! Thank you guys.
Thank you, man.
Nice to meet you. Pleasure.
Yep.
Let's get a picture for.
Yeah, absolutely.